A 1v1 between beginners. Fire, fire, fire. Well, fire for sure, because the Fire Nation attacked and they wanted the spiders dead. Welcome to a zerok 1 versus 1. Maybe not between the best players, but it should certainly be a very fun match with, in the red it is Chronicler 6 with spiders. And a Bulwark. It's a, what is it, like strike commander? Guardian commander. Versus in the blue with jumpbots, a very difficult factory to play. It's Bubbles, and they say, heyo! They have been playing for like less than 2 months. Especially at the time of this replay, which is relatively recent. So it's going to be interesting to see how well they are able to use pyros and just jumpbots in general. Versus someone who at least has a lot more experience. Chronicler is like 1/50th on competitive ladder. And Bubbles right now is like... No way, the other way around. Chronicler is 80. And Bubbles is like 150, 160, I believe. Starting with Venom, pretty much. I mean, like a little bit of scouting from the fleas. Lost 2 fleas. Only got up 4, I guess. And already going for quite a bit of wind. 85%, so indeed very efficient. 2.2, so that means they're more efficient than these solar panels would be. But seems like Bubbles has a bit of a like eco boost. 1.8 maxes here. But it's actually generating 2.1. Yeah, indeed. So it is a handicap match. That should indeed make it a lot more even. I thought it was a competitive match too. But oh well, it's fine. Already moving in. And it's a stunning versus a fire riot, raider riot. It's the battle of the raider riots. Venom takes it, but will die to the afterburn. Especially because pyro afterburn is very strong. It's 225 damage total. And of course, if you run through the fire, then it's going to be even worse. Next 2 pyros are already coming out. And I will say you have a very nice wind farm going. They are generating like 20 eco at like almost the lowest point, because these are like 0.7 wind floors. So those are very efficient. But your expansion is relatively slow. The enemy has already gotten more maxes, and because of that their metal eco is actually better. Or at least equal. And actually, no, never mind. I'm stupid, because you've already got your 3 maxes over here. I'm just incredibly blind, and they were, I don't know, overdriving? Lucky? Reclaiming? Not sure. Because they should not be ahead in eco. Overdriving by 6 now. Alright. I mean, you do have a lot of solar. 2 per. And, wait a second. These are, of course... I, once again, forgot about handicap. So, like, these are better. So, like, yeah. You were ahead in terms of eco. But you were ahead because of the handicap bonus. Right, that makes sense. Yeah. Still, though, expansion for someone who's only recently started playing. And not too bad. Does already have a Jack out on the field, which is very vulnerable against Venoms. Not that their stun is really going to do anything, but you can just outrange Jack, and if you're able to perma-stun it, it's 600 value that just doesn't do anything. And over here, Puppy will try to hit the Venoms, but doesn't succeed at that. And over here, well, because of its HP, it is taking a bit of a beating before it actually gets stunned. But slowly but surely it will get stunned. And now it's stunned. But you're running away with your Venoms. Bit of a weird choice, I'd say, but I guess you were focusing on this side with that pyro. And you wanted to defend against this pyro as well. Though, well, you don't need 6 Venoms for that. And you're close to your reinforcements as well. Of course, it's a bit sad to see all of those get burned. Pyro, of course, with piercing flamethrower. flamethrower spears, so it was able to hit all of them. And over here, Venom is in the base, might be able to take the Caretaker, especially if the other two also move in. But that's going to be about it. Do you even take it? You barely don't. Commander in the back of... well, in the base. So that is a bit... could be better. I mean, you want to expand with your commander. Just like Chronicler is doing right now. And they are going very far forwards. A bit of a weird choice. You will scout a damaged Jack right there. And you are pushing forwards quite well over here. 3 Venoms, so you're stunning that Lotus pretty much like permanently. And same over here. Damage Jack, so it goes down without actually fighting back. Of course, the more you damage something, so like the less HP it has, the easier it is to stun it, because the stun damage is based on your current HP. And there goes another Pyro. Do the Venoms survive though? Well, if they just sit there, no, they're not going to survive. And hey, that's a nice little, well, raid, I guess, with Pyros. At least attempted raid. Not exactly great value there. You might be able to get this Venom. It's at less than 100 HP. It might just barely go down. And it... oh, you should have died, Venom. Just drown yourself because you should have died. Right. Chronicler is now being assaulted, or like artillery down. That's of course the issue with a Stinger. Yeah, it doesn't really work against artillery. And assaults normally counter it as well, so... bit of a weird choice in general, I'd say. But it's fine. Another Pyro going down. I mean, you are ahead by quite a bit, Chronicler. Expanding over here with your Weaver. Expanding in the enemy's, like... little section as well. And the enemy has not yet like remade those maxes. So your map control is amazing. You're starting to get out a couple of recluse as well. Going to transfer into something else? No, just Venom and recluse. And yeah, Pyro is strong, but that's not strong enough to take down the commander. Which means another like 400 reclaim over here as well. 3 or 4 Pyros went down there. Only now the Stinger goes down, alright. They do get like 4 Venoms there, that's kinda nice, but they do lose 1 Firewalker. They will lose Moderator as well. And you don't really need to push in there right now. No real reason for that. Venoms are 2 shot by Moderators, 40-60 burst damage each. So with like 3 Moderators you can do a bit of damage, but not enough against like this many units. Bit of a weird eco setup, I guess, but it's fine. I mean, I would have liked to just see, and that's something I personally do at least, is like W and then control, holding control while area dragging, because that way it just places at least just 1 solar on each max. I thought it was only with shift, right? Or alt, but that's 2 solars. Recently I learned that control is 1 max, so that just gives you so much overdrive, pretty much for free. I mean, it's 1 solar per max. That's not a whole lot. And like 1 solar gives you like 0.7, I want to say. Something like that. 0.7 overdrive each or so. Because 4 energy gives you a doubling. No, then it gives you more than 1 energy actually. Oh well, doesn't really matter. Anyways, Or, no, it's 40%, I believe. 40% more, so, yeah. It might actually be, like 0.7 or so. Not sure. Doesn't really matter what it is exactly, but it's a significant amount. Because right now, Chronicler's eco is only, like, being overdriven at 4 maxes, and that's already 8. Juggernaut over here. It's a big unit, but that's about all. It's able to jump quite far, and it's up against squishy little, like, spiders. But jumping into, like, pretty much no real unit, just jumping into an open area. Not amazing. You need to jump out or, like, run away because you need to repair that. Commander also under heavy fire. Oh, might even need to start trying to dodge, but no. Barely doesn't. So what do they have left? I mean, they have a large picket wall, a big old picket wall, and a single little pyro. That pyro can actually do a lot of damage. It can take down a geothermal here, there. It can raid a whole lot, but something Chronicler has been doing is get up a little bit of radar. And they do see most places, so it's not a big deal. A single Phoenix annihilates this. Careful. Yes, indeed. That's also another, like, risk of, like, having everything in your starting base. Is that, yeah, one Crow, one Phoenix, you name it, does a whole lot of damage. Anything with area damage is going to be devastating there. And the rocket's just flying all over the place. Right. Are you going to be... Where are your things going? You're going to be I mean, yeah, with the energy you have, it might just be worth it to expand with pylons. Not because it's actually better at this stage, but just because it's so much quicker and takes a lot less attention. So I understand why you might want to do that. Still though, as Myopic said, it is very risky. Own air switch, alright. Going for Owl, or are you just going to do some bombing with Odin or Liko? Owl wouldn't be bad, because even though you do have radar, you do see the entire enemy base as well, so it's not a big deal actually. You don't need Owl. Juggernaut far forwards, and still has to watch out a whole bunch. Good number of these recruits are just going down because they're on attack move though. So these firewalkers have been doing an amazing job. 2900 value made. Lost 20. Yeah. Bit of an insane attrition there. And soon, hey, that geothermal that was just constructed could actually go down. One issue though, you've got like triple firewalker and that juggernaut. Nothing else. Sorry, make it quadruple firewalker. What's your actual composition? Jack, placeholder, and firewalker, pyro. Okay, sure. They do have a good number of red packs in there as well, so it's not going to make... It doesn't make sense if you, like, want to go puppy or something like that. And Juggernaut has to watch out, though, because... that's very close to being dead. Couple of stray missiles, and it is... So, it's very close, and my Chronicler wants it. Couple of lucky shield hits. It's actually going to stay up. Okay, that is probably more luck than anything else. More luck than skill. But it's fine. Something about Phoenix killing everything. Well, Chronicler is going to try the same thing to you. but missing most of the firewalkers, and missing a significant portion of the base here as well. Does get all of those pickets, does get that single caretaker, but the firewalkers stay up for now. And I want to say not anymore, but the Raven is actually not dropping its bomb. Come on, guys. Kill it. Kill it with bombs. Chronicler. Do it. You should have given the like, force fire for, like, different targets. And there you go. Good job. So, toads coming out. 4 of them immediately. Not on factory. Factory's not on repeat. And you've cleaned out your entire queue again. Bit of a weird choice, I'd say. I mean, it's... I get that you're missing your firewalkers because they got killed and they were doing a great job. They're not great units without support, though. That's the issue. Hey, since when do drones get an icon? Never mind, they've already got that. Never mind. Never mind. I'm stupid. I'm not used to seeing the, like, the bigger drone. I'm just being a dum-dum. Right. Phoenix dropping bombs on Firewalker Pyro. Doesn't matter as much because those are immune to off the moon. And, ooh, just barely staying alive. And the battle drone is possibly going to take the recluse. I mean, it's almost dead. There it goes. Very nicely done, I guess. It's a very cheap thing once you have the upgrade. But yeah, I mean, it should be a matter of time before Chronicler wins this. Advanced Geo there. Not upgrading the other two. Nope. Okay. And, well, with the Ravens and Phoenix, they should be able to keep bombing the Firewalkers. Just don't go straight through the toads, please. And, yeah. Juggernaut keeping one of those planes nearby. Now, going after the toad with 2 Ravens. That's 1, that's 2, but that's not enough. And your Phoenix had already been cleaned up, so that's also not going to help you out. You only need a single one to get to it, and Toad is not strong enough to take one out on an attack run, I believe. Don't think so. And because of Reclaim, this game is salvageable. Yes, there is a lot of Reclaim. I don't think that's really why it's salvageable, because I don't think it is salvageable. Yeah, there is no energy, no build power to create that circumstance. These maxes have not been constructed, like, rebuilt. They're not trying to take the expansion from the enemy. And that's probably also, like, they're overreacting quite a lot. I mean, it's double thresher, very close to each other. Not even covering the entire base, technically. While you already have 4 toads. And you only have, like, 15% of the map. Yeah, that's a bit of an expensive investment for NTR. 2400. And they can just go past the cliffs, out of sight, and bomb your factory. I mean, nice bombing run, and you do kill a whole bunch of them because of all of that NTR. But it's still not enough. I mean, you now have no factory. And yeah, Commander is just here. Trying to build pressure. Alright, that's fine. It's a level 4, so it is able to construct quite quickly. 20 build power on just the Commander. But it's also, like, almost your only build power. You've got 2 constables still working. One of them in the home base. Relatively idle. And going for Jumpbot Factory again. Alright. You still got no units. The only thing I don't really understand is why is Chronicler not just moving in? They've got absolutely nothing to stop you. They've got how many pyros? 4 pyros, that's it. Just run in with, I want to say fleas, but that's just barely not going to work, probably. Because of all of the firewalkers. But like, Venoms can just run in, Hermit can just run in. And I guess you can build a crab, that's fine. It works, it is able to kill the enemy. But I guess you're just trying to SimCity it up and like get all of the eco now? I mean, you do have 40 overdrive right now, that's insane. But yeah, that's what you get with like triple advanced geothermal, multiple fusions. So yeah. Finally, they are also moving in. Couple of very much hurt Venoms are being flung across the cliff like the opening by the Juggernaut. And yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Spiders are squishy and they're slow. So I was like, yeah, you can just walk. They have a lot of firewalkers. I didn't really realize that as much as I should have, probably. That they can just like absolutely torch the place and like... Oh, what? Why did you build double factory? And then have them idle? That's not great. But oh well. I mean, Chronicler's attrition is 36%. That is 6.3 thousand, almost 6,500 reclaim. And in total value, they are only barely 10k ahead. That's nothing, right? Ow, under fire by all of that anti-air. Does go down. And they've got 4, almost 5 crabs. Those aren't cheap. Those are 1,600 each. But yeah, on the other end, Chainsaw, not cheap. Threshers, not actually cheap. And Firewalker and Juggernaut are also definitely not cheap. And that while you are like at 4 times the eco. Crab does have the benefit of being like a riot skirm, so it is actually able to hit the pyros decently through its anti-air. But it has like no shot hitting these drones. So the crabs could actually slowly but surely go down. Because of course the drones rebuild as well. They're way more accurate than I thought they would be. Okay. They actually shot a couple of them out of the sky. And alright, gunship switch as well. If you go gunship switch, why not just go crow? Crow and carpet bomb and be done. I guess they just don't think that's going to be fun. That's fine. I mean, if Bubbles starts reclaiming, or just builds a couple of caretakers here that accidentally start reclaiming, as Myopic already said, there is no chance, but at least it could be a little more exciting to watch. Because right now Chronicler is just sitting back, not really doing anything. But it's also somewhat understandable. I mean, the few times they move into the enemy base, they just get blown up. 36% attrition. Yeah, they are probably right in being a little bit scared at least. And they're now going missile silo. Torch the place, just like they do to you. That's probably a pretty good answer. And 3 advanced geos, nothing singularity. Hey, you can better have 3 advanced geos than having 3 fusions. Because these are at least like efficient. These are 3000 metal for 200 energy. Whereas a singularity is 4000 eco for only 225. So 3 advanced geos is actually the correct solution, right? The triple fusion, that's not the good thing. Anyways, by now, crabs once again under fire by a firewalker. It's going to take a long time. What are you building? Just EOS. Okay, that's fine. That's going to do damage. Not great anti-air, or not AoE, which is probably something you kinda want right now. Because that's actually not going to be that effective. Like, sure, it's going to do some AoE. Like, yeah, it does damage, don't get me wrong, but just having a couple of good Infernos in his base is probably better. Commander is down. That's a good snipe, I guess so. And once again, the firewalkers are going to be a bit of a nuisance. The Fire Nation has attacked, and it's called upon its like strongest weapon, the firewalker. Only 11,000 HP in this entire bowl. These are probably the most effective firewalkers that I've ever seen in this game. However, one of them is about to go down. You would assume, but yeah, there it goes. Not the one I thought would go down, but I will. Still though, Chroniclers should be able to run in here with a couple of Hermits, or even just a couple of Raiders. Just factory switch again, and get something with faster Raiders, like Cloakbots, or I don't know. Yeah, Cloakbots. Or Amphbots, because those can actually soak quite a bit of damage as well. And, ooh, nice hit on that Thresher. Yep. Otherwise the factory would have gone down. So, actually, really lucky for Bubbles. And next Firewalker is almost up. Alright. And, oh no. It's happening again. The Fire Nation has attacked. And more spiders are going down. Oh. Not being repaired either, so like, yeah, oh, this is... It's a massacre. It's actually just insane how well these firewalkers are working. I mean, by now they just have enough units to push forwards for a little bit. And might be able to get some, but nope. Does not actually look like that. All of the spiders are slowly going down. Really now? Really? At least the attrition has not gotten any worse. 640 versus 11,000 lost. Truly, some of the worst attrition we could... Oh no. Oh no. Do you know how these things work? Because if you do... 13,000 metal. Please tell me you know how puppies work. Because if you just run them into the enemy red pack, that's not going to work. Oh, too bad. I don't think they know. Doesn't seem like they know, at least. Chronicler, actually 4% up in terms of attrition now. Losing another owl though, so that's not amazing. And yeah, Bobos now with like less than 20 eco. I do not see this going their way. They are going to be constructing these maxes again. So that's good. Another EOS going. No, Inferno this time around. And right on top of the Pyro, who does not care about the fire, right? Oh, they do care about fire, they don't care about afterburn, that's the thing. Right. Factory stays up at 500 HP left. And yeah. Next, Firewalker EOS, Inferno, EOS it is, alright. Jumpbot factory will go down now. The other factory is still completely unscathed. So, I mean, slowly the crab is going down. The first of 4. And they are keeping their juggernaut alive as well. So, maybe there's a chance, as Myopic said. I mean, this was supposed to be an amazing match or something, I don't know really, but this was a recommended match, so I expected it to be a little bit better. But I guess we just get to see the entire arsenal that zerok has to offer from Chronicler over here. With a Bertha, missile silo. Are you going for a singularity finally? Are you going for, I don't know, nukes? Must hate this spot. Yeah, they definitely do. Just like this spot. They also hate it. They hate the hill. They don't like it. And, oh, you've got Venoms. Oh my goodness. You've got the faster unit. All of a sudden the firewalkers are absolutely no match. But Juggernaut? Nope, also not really. I mean, it does clean them up. But it's also severely damaged again. And you've got more Venoms to throw at them. So, yes, sure, the Juggernaut is heavily damaged. You can move in there with your Venoms. And you can clean them out. You definitely can do that. Because there are no firewalkers left either, you can also just use this ball with the Recluse and the Redbacks. Or you can just have your singularity work wonders for you and like get more eco. Exceedus, watch it though. And okay, that's a good Bertha snipe for sure. A moving target sniped by a Bertha. Oh. No, it's not going to be cut off. Too bad. And Bertha doesn't get it this time. So let's just follow the pyro because, well, I don't think anyone is paying attention to anything right now. Except for this pyro. That's going to be taken down. Oh, a max you would assume, but nope. Bertha got it. And the max is not going to go down. Too bad. Are you reclaiming it now? Really? What's the point? Look at your eco. Why would you reclaim that? I don't know. Anyways, Tank Foundry is up for different artillery. Raiding. Who is? Oh yeah, Blue is doing a great job. They really cannot, should not, may not win. But they're actually jumping. They're going to take the the fusion, the geothermal. That did you actually like decide to shoot that? Or did you just have it on auto fire and it just tried shooting the pyro? Oh, Bertha, you're so stupid. If that's true. Somewhat recently there was a cold take on like the smartest unit in zerok. Well, we now know it's definitely not the Bertha. It got rid of the pyro as well, but probably not the way you wanted that to go. And another pyro cleaned up. At least one of the Venoms should go with it, indeed. And Bertha is still just trying to clean things out over here. Well, Myopic, they only have 2 advanced geothermals left. So there is no reason for you to be like, I don't know, angry or like surprised. Right? No more There's no reason for it. Anyways, they're just spamming emissaries now, but not using them. And Bobbles is also above 20 eco again. So they're actually moving up in this world. However, Chronicler is as well at 50% attrition by now. And you know what? If you managed to make it this far into the video, you should definitely click subscribe. There's no reason why you shouldn't do it at this point. Look, you watched 30 minutes of this. Yeah, there is no real better way to advertise that than I guess, right? Anyways, both are shooting, and finally the emissaries are moving forwards a little bit as well. There is another firewalker though, so watch out. Because 2 firewalkers, you know what those can do. They can clean out your entire army of spiders. And emissary is not exactly as like high HP unit either. But there goes the juggernaut. First time that has gone down, I think. Because the other time it survived on like very low HP. Firewalker 1 has gone down. Firewalker 2 does get a shot off and has only now gone down. Alright. So, emissaries, are you going to move or are you going to sit in that fire? Not sure if the fire is strong enough to take down the emissaries. It might not be. It's going to be close, that's for sure. And a big old spire. How do you have the eco for that? And fire was just barely not enough. They pimping up the place. Bit of a weird, like, what do you call it? Terraform tool that she used. But it's fine. I mean, it works. It's the, like, raise rather than, like, level. And Chronicler now finally moving in with all of those spiders, those emissaries, and the toads are pretty much lost to be cleaned up. Bertha's fun has still been denied, alright, and that should now be over. Somewhat more eco for Chronicler, but we didn't see that coming in the slightest. A 1v1 between beginners. Fire, fire, fire. Well, fire for sure, because the Fire Nation attacked and they wanted the spiders dead.